Hi, I'm Capt Frank Lanier, a retired Coast Guard officer and SAMS Accredited Marine Surveyor with over 40 years of experience in the maritime and diving industry. I've amassed literally thousands of photos of all the bad things I've found on boats during my career as a Marine Surveyor. So what we're going to do today is take a look at some of my favorites. We're going to take a look at each picture. We're going to discuss why they're evil, and we're going to discuss what you need to do to correct them. So hop in, buckle up, keep your arms and legs inside the car at all times as we take a carnival-like ride tour through the cavalcade of owner-induced perversions that I like to call Capt Frank's Sea Chest of Horror. Sea Chest of Horror. We're going to take a look at two good examples that show the problems associated with the deck level use of swaged fittings. Swedging or swaging is a process where tubular stainless steel fittings are essentially crimped onto rigging wire under high pressure. It's not to be confused with crimping, but the process is similar. Salt water and other such corrosive elements run down the wire and migrate into the fitting, initiating rust, which in turn expands and eventually causes the swedge to rupture and the wire to pull free unexpectedly. This is beautifully illustrated by the swedged fitting here, which has a vertical crack in it. The mechanical fitting shown to the left of the swedged fitting is a much better way to go for deck level fittings. These mechanical fittings, they could be Staylocks, Norseman, whatever they are, they mechanically grip the wire using a conical wedge inserted into the center of the wire and fitting body that covers it. They also have the additional advantage of being reusable. While vertical cracks in swedge fittings are bad enough, horizontal cracks are even worse and indicate the need for immediate corrective action. Unlike vertical cracks, which are typically caused by internal corrosion, horizontal cracks are generally caused by metal fatigue. Such fittings have no safety margin for error, meaning they could fail at any moment and must be replaced before placing the vessel into service. If you see either of these issues, you should also inspect the rest of the vessel standing and rigging, as it's very likely the same age and prone to similar failure. So here's a good reason why you should always check your fire extinguishers at least monthly. Mud daubers, spiders, other kind of critters, they like to build nests and homes inside the nozzle. This one, it doesn't look too bad from this angle, but it was actually a couple of chambers thick, and the end was pretty much solidly capped off. This photo is after I dug into it a little bit and was breaking it out before I remembered, hey, you know what, I should probably take a picture of this. Cabin leaks are never a good thing, and this one is no exception. The boat owner stated that brown fluid oozed out of the cabin roof at infrequent intervals, sometimes after a good rain, other times after the boat was heeled while sailing. An investigation revealed the coach roof and cabin side coring showed extremely high moisture readings. Water likely entered the coring due to caulking failure and leaking of the mounting hardware for a sail track. This brownish liquid is a common symptom of moisture entry into the coring of a deck or coach roof, and it is an indication that there's the coring is deteriorating and rotting due to the moisture entry. The brownish liquid itself is known as trawler juice in reference to the Taiwanese-built trawlers from the 70s and 80s that had teak decks that were fastened to the fiberglass decks with using about 1 million screws. These screws allowed numerous points of possible entry for moisture into the deck coring once the caulking failed for the teak decks. Interior leaks can also be caused by a number of other issues, such as mounting hardware for deck-mounted fixtures leaking, again, due to failed caulking. Another source of interior leaks would be from portholes, port lights, windows, again, due to failed caulking. In these cases, the fixtures need to be pulled and rebedded or recaulked.